Right, so we've had intel from another call sign that there may be troops or suspicious people moving to our 6 o'clock. So I'm now going to spin to camera 5, which looks to our rear. And I can see straight away on the edge of the wood line that I've got possibly 2 to 3 packs around that call sign there. So I'm now going to trigger my patrol to move down to that wood line to investigate what's happening down there. There's some guys down there, mate, if you can just jump in the vehicle and just drive down and investigate these 2 guys. Right, the system has now detected on the motion sensor that we've got guys at a range of around about 50 metres. So I can now confirm that we have got movement coming towards us. So the patrol, the guys who are out the back, have now got their helmets and body armour on, and they're going to go up and put in what we call a VCP, and they'll stop and search the guys and find out exactly what they're doing and why they're coming this close to this vehicle.
Right guys, got a couple of local guys here with weapons. Take the weapon off them and we'll search them. Right.
So there you can see on the camera now, that's my patrol walking down to the 2 stationary targets. I have a 4-man patrol that are going to go down and going to investigate what these 2 guys are doing this close to this vehicle and why they're in this area. As you can see, he's picking up on the motion sensor 4 triangles as the guys move towards the known targets. So on the screen you can see the red triangles, which is determining my guys moving around. So as you can see there, my guy's pushing out to a flanking position so that he has got eyes on while the 2 searchers move up. And we're talking at a range of around 50 metres at the minute. We've come down the track now, and I've been watching the view that the commander can see. I can now see that we've come up to a crossroads with a track running left to right across us and 2 stationary obstacles which look to me like buildings. I've instructed the commander it might be advisable to stop short, so he stopped 50 metres to 100 metres short of the junction. The guys have debussed out the back to give us all-round defence, and the commander's situated in the middle. I'm now going to go onto full screen so we can scan the arcs across and have a look, see if there's any tracks coming in while the guys do the 5 and 20 metre checks in and around the vehicle. So I can see the troops moving in front of the vehicle there, and I can see various different targets around, so I'm flicking in between different camera shots to try and get different vision on the troops. So as you can see, that's the commander stuck out of the arch, and we've got the guys walking forward up to the junction to clear it, and I'm just doing an all-round defence shot, making sure I've got no targets coming in so I can warn the troops off. Right, the suspect Land Rover moving left to right, so I now tell the commander to tell the troops to go firm. As you can see, the Land Rover's coming to short. The commander shouted to the troops they've gone firm, and the Land Rover is now pushing through, and we're going to watch him push through and beyond and make sure he's not up to anything suspicious. He's through, the commander's now happy. It's clear to move forward. The commander's now moving the vehicle up to the troops. We approached up from that direction down there. We came up to a prominent junction which you can see behind you. The commander told us that we were coming up to a built-up area. The guys stopped short, dismounted the troops, and I was focused on the camera. The troops have dismounted. They're going to walk forward of the vehicle, getting eyes on, checking for any IEDs, and the vehicle's going to creep up behind them. That also allows us troops on the ground, 1 foot on the ground, in fire positions in case we come under contact. I was keeping eyes on the camera, checking for any movement within the building that you can see behind you. You can see they're friendly troops taking a fire position as the vehicle's now nicely moving and rolling up behind them. I was also looking at the building in front and trying to keep eyes on the guys with the troops on the front, which worked really well with the 360-degree camera. I was flicking through between different phases, looking forward, looking left, looking right. The camera worked really well. Friendly troops are now clearing each side of the village as we go through. As I can see from the camera, I've got a building to my front, so I'm keeping eyes on that, making sure no one pops up. I also know that looking at the system, if I go to 7, I've got buildings to my left-hand side. So I was looking in and out of the windows and the doors to make sure no one coming out. We then hit the junction at the bottom. The guys pushed through, did the vulnerable point drills. Tank commander pulled up behind them. The guys mounted, and we cracked on task.